hats have so much meaning as far as the way they're shaped, the color, how you wear them. It just is, it's a lot of the person who's wearing it. Right out of college I had an office job behind a desk, and I just absolutely hated it. And deep down inside I always had wanted to learn how to make hats, and just the whole idea of using your hands and creating something that is an artifact of the person who's going to wear it just was very intriguing to me. Bar None Hat Company was established in 2003, and it's a custom hat shop. Well, I grew up on a ranch in Colorado. I'd be considered a fifth generation to be raised on a ranch. So I've always been around cattlemen, or cowboys and whatnot, but probably more importantly, I have two aunts, one that used to be a hat maker and one that's still a hat maker in Denver, Colorado. And that's really where the seed was planted. Well, hatting is a tough trade to get into. First of all, it's kind of a trade of secrets, so to speak, and it's definitely a good old boys trade. And not only that, but the equipment is really hard to find. If you do find it, it may not even work, or you may not even know how to use it because it's such a rare trade. However, with the help of my aunts, specifically my Aunt Colleen, she helped find an old hat maker in Lubbock, Texas, who is willing to sell off his leftover equipment, and that's really how I got started. When they come in, I take a head measurement with an old piece of equipment called a conformator, and it gives me the transparency of their head shape. And then I take their head circumference, which tells me the size, and then we decide what color, quality, style of hat they want. A lot of the guys that come into my shop really know what they already want. A lot of them are cowboys, but sometimes from time to time you'll get somebody who just wants a hat but doesn't really know what they want, and so that's where I come in as far as trying to get them into something that'll just not stick out like a sore thumb but become a piece of them. So there's different what they call the X system in hats. So the lowest quality hat I build is a 10X hat, which is pretty much all rabbit. And then you climb the ladder into a 20X, which means there's a little bit of beaver and a lot of rabbit, and then a 50X hat, which would mean 50% rabbit, 50% beaver, and then a pure beaver hat is a Cadillac. It's the finest hat you can buy, and that's 100% beaver. Hats are not only are they for fashion, but they're also a tool, and so to carry on the legacy of hat making, I think is just very important to not only preserve the whole heritage of hats and the Western industry, or the ag industry, but also to carry that into the future, because I think hats can be such a part of a person that I don't think it's something that can ever just die. Gosh, I hope I'm 80 years old still doing it. I just absolutely love what I do. It doesn't even seem like a job to me.